Hi students, myself Mahesh, chemistry faculty from Benthar Academy. So I hope everyone done very well in the examination. Okay, we'll check now what are the questions and what are the answers for that. So question number 1, standard reduction potential of reactions are given below. They have given here fluorine, chlorine and bromine iodine. Their reduction potential they have given SRP values. And the strongest oxidizing agent and reducing agent they're asking here among this. So I'm giving here if the SRP value is positive and SRP value is negative. All our SRP values only they have been. SRP value is positive means strong oxidizing agent. If it is negative means it is strong reducing agent, you can tell. Now look at here, which is the highest positive charge they have given here. This is plus 2.85, right? And this is plus 1.36, this is plus 1.06, this is plus 0.53, which is the highest positive charge is fluorine. So fluorine is the strongest oxidizing agent, you can tell. And which is the least charge here? Plus 0.53 is the least one. So that is the acting as a nearly equal to the negative charge that one. So that is the reducing agent. So I minus is acting as a reducing agent. So answer should be the C is the correct answer, students. This is the question answer for that. Next, question number 2. The structure of mixed oxide is CCP structure, is present in CCP. So oxide is CCP. The cubic unit cell mixed oxide is composed with oxide ions. Nothing but oxide ions in CCP. So CCP N value is how much? N value should be the 4. So that's why oxide ions also should be the 4. All CCP is occupied oxide, so oxide values are 4 I have taken. N value is 4 here. Then 1/4 of tetrahedral voids are occupied divalent metal cation. 1/4 tetrahedral voids, that is metal A. So A equal to, A is how much? We'll check here. Tetrahedral voids formula is how much? 2N, right? How much? What is belongs here? 1/4. So 1/4 into 2 into N. So N value is how much? We know very well here. 1/4 into 2 into N value is 4 for CCP. So 4 will get cancelled. We'll get as here 2 into 1, 2 we got. So A also will be 2 is present here. A is 2 is present. Oxides are 4 is present. So next, octahedral voids are occupied by monovalent metal B. Octahedral voids are occupied by monovalent. Since we know B equal to octahedral voids is occupied, octahedral formula is N. N number of octahedral voids will be present. So N equal to how much here? 4. So B is 4 and A is 2 and oxides are 4. So now we can take here A, B, A is 2, B is 2 and oxygen, right? Oxygen is the oxide. So A is how much we have here? 2 is there. B how much we have here? B how much? 4 we have here. Oxides also we have here. 4 we have. So nothing but A2, B4 and O4 we have. A2, B4, O4. So simplest ratio can you take here? A, B2, O2 is the simplest ratio. A, B2, O2. So check the students where the answer is there. A, B2, O2. A, B2, O2 is option B is correct. So CCP they have given, so N is equal to 4 I have taken. From that, as we know where tetrahedral voids are 2N, octahedral voids are N. So but tetrahedral voids are 1/4. So I have taken 1/4 into 2N. So by solving this, we got as the answer is A, B2, O2. Okay. Next question number 3. The orbital angular momentum of p electron. Orbital angular momentum equal to root L of L plus 1, L of L plus 1 H cross. So for p orbital, L value is how much, students? For p electron, L value should be the 1. L value should be 1. L value equal to 1. So substitute here. So 1 of 1 plus 1 H cross. So we are getting as a root 2 H cross. Since we know H cross equal to H5 H by 2 5. So substitute and substitution we are getting as a option C we are getting. So root 2 H by 2 5 you can write as a H by 2 5. So option C is correct, friends. Next question number 4. From the gaseous state diffusion, two gases A and B having the same volume is same A and B, and nothing but VA is V, VB is V, both volume is same, and diffuse through the porous partition in 20 and as well as 10 seconds respectively. So time of A is 20 seconds, time of B should be how much seconds? 10 seconds they have given. And molecular mass of A should be the 49. Molecular mass of A should be the 49. And molecular mass of B is how much they're asking. Molecular mass of B is how much? This is the given data, students, and we have to find here molecular mass. Since we know the rate of diffusion formula, R1 by R2 equal to R1 I'm taking here, RA by RB equal to root of MB by MA, that equal to volume diffused V1 VA divided by TA into TB divided by VB. This is the formula. Okay, in this formula we can apply, students, the values. So since we know this is the relationship we have here, root M2 by MB. MB we don't know here. MB is we have to find here. MA is how much they have given? 49. That equal to VA is nothing but B divided by TA is nothing but 20 into TB is how much they have given, students? 10 divided by VB is V. So VB get cancelled here. So here ones and here should be the 2's will get. So on simplification, this one will getting as here MB equal to 12.25 units will get, students. 12.25 on simplification of this. Okay, so answer should be that B. Question number 5. 23.5 grams of sodium carbonate dissolved in enough to make 250 ml of solution. So volume is V is given as a here 250 ml of solution. Then given weight W2 how much they have given? 25.3 grams they have given, students. So first we can find the molarity of this one. Molarity of this one. Molarity equal to given weight is given weight by molecular weight into 1000 by V in ml. So given weight is 25.3 divided by molecular weight of Na2CO3 is 106 into 1000 by 250. 1000 by 250. On simplification here, you will get answer should be 0.95. 0.95 is your molarity of the Na2CO3. Now what is asking here? The sodium carbonate dissociated completely. Molar concentration of Na sodium ions and as well as carbonates they are asking. Their concentration they are asking. So solution is there Na2CO3. This concentration is how much? 0.95. This will be dissociated into 0.95. This will be dissociated into 2 Na plus CO3 minus 2 carbonate. That means this is 2 times of 0.95 concentration of Na plus, and concentration of carbonate is 0.95. So on simplification, they're asking students, check here. So this you should do. This is the answer here. C will get. So on multiplying this, you will get 1.910, and this is 0.95. We got it. Okay. Next question number 6. Right question, student. Question number 6. The number of atoms in 0.1 mole of triatomic gas. So we are asking number of atoms. Number of atoms equal to N into Na, right? N into N. N is how much here? Number of moles is 0.1 mole. 0.1 mole into 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 number of atoms are there in this. But it's a what gas they're telling? It's a triatomic gas. So we have to take as here its atomicity. So 3 into 0.1 into 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23. So answer on simplification will get option C. 1.8 in 8 into 10 to the power of 23 will get answer. Question number 7 from the chemical kinetics, students. So this is the equation they have given. The given data they have given: concentration of acetone, concentration of Br2 as well as concentration of H+ they have given. Okay. So now the initial rate disappearance they are asking here. Initial rate. So from that they are asking us here rate expressions they have given. Which is the correct one? Which is the wrong one? We have to check here. Rate expressions. Can you check here initial rate in the experiment 1? 0.30, this is 0.05, and here 0.05. The rate is how much? 5.7 into 10 to the power of minus 5. In experiment 2, concentration of acetone should be same, and concentration of Br2 become double, right? It is double. Okay. Here this also will be same. So the rate is there anything change rate? Rate will be same here. Even if the concentration of bromine should be double, the rate is same here. I think, but with respect to Br2, concentration is independent. Br power 0. Next, with respect to the here it is same, and here it is no need to think about here. Now it is even if it double and triple also will be the rate will be does not affect it. And in case 3, this is double now. This is double. So rate is affected or not? Rate is affected. And here also they have changed the concentration now. Here also they have changed rate also will be affected. So with respect to the rate, it depends upon only the acetone and as well as H+ concentration. Where it is look at here. So they have given here Br2. So this will be not depend. So option wrong. Here also Br2 is there. Here this is wrong. Okay. So in this option D also will be the Br2 they have given wrong. So we will get as option C is the correct answer. Directly you can go here. Next question number 8, students. The standard free energy of formations they have given. Standard free energies of formation minus 273, minus 394, minus 8.2 for H2O and CO2 and pentane they have given respectively. For the value of inert cell for pentane oxygen fuel they're asking. So very lengthy question, student. So we have to do this. Let's see here. First, what is the reaction we have to write here? So pentane we know formula is what? C5H12 on treatment with oxygen fuel, pentane and as well as oxygen fuel here. So it will give rise to 5 moles of CO2 plus 6 moles of H2O will be formation. So on balancing, we'll have to take as 8 moles of oxygen. Okay. So formation formula is what? Del H, change in del H, reaction we have to find here. So change in standard Gibbs free energy of reaction equal to summation of reaction of products minus summation of Gibbs free energy of reactants. So what we have here, products, what we have here, products is 5 moles of CO2 and as well as 6 moles of H2O we have here. So here we can take here 6 into, what is the value of here CO2? Check here student, CO2 value they have given minus 394, minus 394.4 and plus, and sorry, this is 5 moles only carbon dioxide. It's just 5 moles, not 6 moles, 5 moles. And 6 moles of water. Water value, how much they have given? Water value is minus 237.2. So this is the summation of the products minus reactant is how many? What is the reactants we have here? Oxygen is there and as well as pentane is there. But oxygen should be the 0, right? Elemental form. So only we have to take this oxygen. Pentane they have given is minus 8 point. Minus 8. So students, on simplification will get this here change in Gibbs free energy of reaction 3,387 kilojoules will get. 3,387 kilojoules will get. So, but what we need, E naught cell we need. So, del G naught reaction equal to minus NF E naught cell here. So, E naught cell del G naught reaction divided by minus NF equal to E naught cell. Okay, students. In this reaction, you can observe here 8 oxygen atoms, 8 moles of oxygens are there here. So each oxygen is changing, oxygen state is 2. So totally 32 electrons are changed here. Totally 32 electrons. Why? Because 8 into 2, 16. Each oxygen is gaining 2 electrons. So 16 into 32 electrons are transferring in this reaction. So N value is 32. So substitute here, then energy value is how much here? 3,387. That is kilojoules. I'm converting into joules. In joules, divided by N value is here 32 electrons minus 32 into Faraday is 96500. So on simplification, students, do this simplification, will get the answer should be here. A will get. Answer should be the A will get. 1.096 will get. Okay, this is the method. This much long process is there, student. Okay. So that means in the chapter thermodynamics is there and as well as electrochemistry also there. So interlinked question. Next, question number 9. If 60% of first order reaction was completed 60 minutes, okay, and 60% is completed 60 minutes, and 50% at the same reaction will be completed approximately, they're asking. So what we have to know here, first we have to know the K. For first order reaction, K equal to 2.303 divided by T log R initial by R final. Okay, so K at 60 completed here 2.303 divided by T is how much they have given at 60% completion. 60 they have given 60 minutes in minute. Log, since we know very well reaction is R initial should be the 100%. R initial should be the 100%. Then R final is how much? So how much reaction is completed? 60% is completed, and remaining concentration is 40 will get here. Remaining concentration is 40. So initial concentration is 1,100 by final concentration is 40. Students, on simplification we'll get here answer should be K value is here 0.0152 will get on simplification K value. So throughout the reaction rate constant should be does not changes, right? So we can find at 50% also type. So T half, T 50% means that is T half. T half equal to 0.693 divided by K. Time they're asking here. 0.693 divided by So K value is how much in this reaction? 0.015. So students, on simplification will get here 45 minutes. So this is minute inverse and as well as second inverse, students. This is minute inverse. K value is minute inverse. So we'll get as a here minute you'll get. So 45 minutes you'll get. Okay. Next question number 10. This is direct question, students. Statement: the Langmuir absorption isotherm is deducing using the absorption. So it is because of the absorption sites. The absorption sites are equivalent in the ability to absorb the particle. So this is that statement, student. Next question number 11 we can go. Question number 11. If E naught they have given here the Fe plus 2 convert to Fe and Fe plus 3 convert to Fe plus 2 and standard EMF of the reaction, they're asking for this reaction. So for this reaction, I'm writing here, look at see this one, equation number 1 I'm giving here. This is equation number 2 I'm giving here. So in this Fe plus 2 is converted to Fe, right? Fe plus 2 gain 2 electrons converted into Fe. So this value is how much, students? Minus 0.441 electron potential. Okay. So equation number 2 we can go here. Fe plus 3 is converted to Fe plus 2. Fe plus 3 converted into by gaining 1 electron converted into Fe plus 2 state. Okay, here the values they have given is a plus 0.771 voltage. So from this data we have to be relate this final equation. Students, you can check here. Fe react with 2 Fe plus 3 gives rise to 3 Fe plus 2. Here they're asking here E naught is how much. So what is the relationship between here equation number 2 and as well as equation number 3, students? If we observe here in final equation 2 Fe plus 3 is there. Where it is there in the equation number 1 or equation number 2? In equation number 2 is there. Here 2 is there, now here 1. So multiplied with 2 here. So 2 electrons will get here 2. We can make here. So 2 we got it here. Then Fe which is there here, iron is there in the equation number 1. But both are reverse is there. Both are reverse. If you do reverse this reaction, you can write means Fe converted into Fe plus 2 electrons. Now check, students, equation number 1 and equation number 2. If it is reaction is reverse means the value also of reduction potential value also changes, right? This is become 0.441. Okay, so on adding equation number 1 and as well as equation number 2 and adding equation number 1. Equation number 1 means now it is equation number 1, red color one, not this one. Why? Because we have done reversed. So according to the final equation. So adding equation number 1 and equation number 2, we are getting as a equation number 3 in itself. So easy to that. So add here plus 0.441 plus 0.771. So add these two and simple equation will get here 1.212 will get 212 voltage. So answer should be the C, student. Next question number 12. The vapor pressure of two liquids P and Q are. P vapor pressure is how much they have given 80. And Q how much they have given is 60 torr. Vapor pressure. And the total vapor pressure of this solution obtained by mixing 3 mole of P. P moles is 3. Q moles is 2 would be, they're asking as a total vapor pressure of this solution. Total vapor pressure. So this is P naught A, pressure of P naught A of P. This is P naught A of Q. So what law we have to apply here? Raoult's law we have to apply. Pressure of solution equal to PA plus PB. So PA means what here? I'm taking as a P naught pressure P into its mole fraction P plus P naught pressure Q and mole fraction of Q I'm taking. So P naught of P, how much they have been? 80 torr. And mole fraction of P is how much? Mole fraction of P. So number of moles of P divided by total moles, right? P is 3 divided by total moles is 3 plus 2, 5. Plus P naught Q, how much they have given? 60 torr. Plus mole fraction of the Q, number of moles of Q divided by total moles. So 2 divided by 3 plus 2, 5. This is the mole fraction. So on simplification, if you do, students, 72 torr will get. On simplification, will get 72 torr. Okay. Next question number 13. The ionization constant of ammonium hydroxide. Ionization constant means ammonium hydroxide is base, right? So Kb equal to 1.77 into 10 to the power of minus 5. And hydrolysis constant of ammonium chloride, hydrolysis constant. So hydrolysis constant Kh equal to Kw by Kb, right? Kw into Kb. So Kw is what? Ionic water product. So 10 to the power of minus 14 divided by Kb is 1.77 into 10 to the power of minus 5. So on simplification, students will get answer should be that B. Do simplification will get Kh, hydrolysis constant. Next question number 14. The degree of dissociation constant for acetic acid they have given. Acetic acid, we know CH3COH dissociate to CH3CO minus plus H plus. So this degree of dissociation constant Ka is how much? 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 5. Okay. And HCN also they have given HCN and dissociated into equation number 1 and equation number 2. H plus and H plus Cn minus is there. Its degree of dissociation Ka equal to 4.5 into 10 to the power of minus 10 respectively. The equilibrium constant for this reaction, equilibrium constant, nothing but Cn minus react with acetic acid, equilibrium with HCN and H plus acetate. So if you write that reaction, Cn minus plus acetic acid, equilibrium with HCN plus acetate. So this is equilibrium constant they're asking here. What is the relationship between equation number 2, equation number 1 and 2 from equation number 3, student? If you relate means here, we'll get is here equation number 1 by equation number 2 will get equation number 3. So equation number 1 value is how much? 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 5. And equation number 2, Ka value is 4.5 into 10 to the power of minus 10. So on solving this, you'll get as a answer should be the A. And on solving, we're getting as a answer should be A. Okay. So next, 15. Question number 15. Calculate the pOH of solution at 25 degrees Celsius that containing 10 to the power of minus 10 molarity of hydroxyl ions. And they're asking here pOH. But this concentration is H plus concentration, right, students? Hydronium ion means H plus concentration. So pH equal to negative log of H plus concentration. So negative log H plus concentration is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 10, nothing but 10 to the power of minus 10. So on doing, we're getting is a 10. pH is 10. Then what they're asking here, pOH they're asking. So since we know pH plus pOH equal to the 14 at 25 degrees Celsius. So we need pOH, right? So pOH equal to the 14 minus 10. pH is 10. So we got as a 4. So answer should be the C. So next question number 16. The correct order of trichloroacetic acid. Trichloroacetic acid. This is trichloroacetic acid is A. Next, trifluoroacetic acid. F3, sorry, student, acetic acid is A. Trifluoroacetic acid, it should be the B, they have given. And acetic acid is C. Acetic acid is C. And formic acid they have given as here is D. And what they're asking here, correct order of decreasing acidic strength asking. Acidic strength. So since we know very well here withdrawing groups, which case is there? Here it is withdrawing group, and here should be the withdrawing group. The strength of the withdrawing group minus A effect, both the cases more. So which is having more strength effect means fluorine will having the greater strength than chlorine. I effect. So this is strong withdrawing group. So strong withdrawing group minus I effect is minus A effect and plus A effect. Minus effect is directly proportional to the acidic nature of it. And plus I is inversely proportional to the acidic nature. So which case is more? B is more here, more withdrawing group. And then later should be the A. And acetic acid and formic acid. Here it is donating group is there plus I. Here withdrawing here there is no donating group, so D should be greater than C. BACD. BADC. Option C is the correct student. Next question number 17. Predict the products in the given reaction. The given reaction they're asking. Check student, what is the reaction is 50% of KOH. They have given nothing but strong base, and this is alpha carbon does not have zero hydrogens here. Zero hydrogen at alpha position. So this is what reaction? It's a Cannizzaro reaction. One of the famous name reaction, Cannizzaro reaction. In Cannizzaro reaction, what will happen? Aldehyde, whatever the here connecting here, CHO is converted into COO minus Na plus salt. Sorry, here given as a K plus, right? K plus, this is one salt, and another should be the alcohol will be formation, CH2OH. These are the products we'll get, salts and as well as alcohol. Remaining the chlorine portion will does not affect it. Chlorine portion will does not affect it. Check where it is there. We have here one place should be the alcohol, another place should be the salt has to be present. Okay, so check here in option A, CH2OH we got and COOH. So on 3 positions we have chlorines, so not affected. So option A is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. Next question number 18. Which of the following is not fat soluble vitamin? Fat soluble vitamins are not what? Fat soluble vitamins are A, D, E, K vitamins are fat soluble. Water soluble vitamins are C and B. So nothing but not a fat soluble, nothing but it is soluble in water, right? So nothing but here A will be fat soluble, D will be fat soluble, and E also fat soluble. So answer should be B is the correct answer. Question number 19. Consider the following reaction. Mechanisms of equation 1 and as well as equation 2 are respectively. They have given for equation number 1. This is the mechanism they have given, and this is the mechanism of this one. So what reaction is one? Williamson ether synthesis. Williamson ether synthesis. And this is G-cell method. G-cell method, nothing but ether's cleavage. Ether's cleavage. Both will be what mechanism it will follows? Both will follows SN2 only. Both also will follows SN2. Right question is option D. Question number 20. The IUPAC name of the compound. So unsymmetrical they have given. Whenever the unsymmetrical they have given like this means CH3, CH double bond CH, single bond C, triple bond CH. So start numbering from the alkyne 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So pent 3 in 1 ion. And 3 in 1 ion. So option A is the correct, student. Whenever the unsymmetrical is there, give the numbering with alkyne, not with respect to the alkane. Unsymmetrical is there. Question number 21. In a set of reactions, ethyl benzene yielded the product. So it's a strong oxidizing agent. We just only the, this is the benzylic portion, at least one alpha hydrogen. So B will get here answer. On strong oxidation, B will get here, what will get here? Carboxylic acid will get. At least one alpha hydrogen is required. Then immediately that will undergoes oxidation, will get as a carboxylic acid. This is the big compound. So B, they're treating with bromine in presence of FeCl3. So electrophilic addition reaction, what will produce? It will produce the Br plus electrophile. So since we know carboxylic acid is withdrawing group, minus A and as well as minus M group, so that will be increased electronegativity at meta portion. So we'll get here meta product will get carboxylic acid and bromo will come here. Electrophilic addition at meta portion. This is the C compound. C compound they have treated with ethyl alcohol in presence of H plus. Ethyl alcohol in presence of H plus. So what is this one? Esterification reaction. Acid and as well as alcohol. From the acid we have to remove the OH group, and here from the alcohol we have to remove the H group. We have to remove only here H group. So elimination of water is taking place, we'll get ester. So here will be the COO C2H5 and bromine is there here. Metabromo, ethyl metabromo benzoate. Ethyl metabromo benzoate. So option check where it is there. Option A is the correct, student. Check here. 1, 2, 3 position bromine there. Ethyl metabenzoate. Question number 22. Which of the following reactions will not result in the formation of CC bond? Friedel-Crafts alkylation, CC bond formation is taking place. Riemann-Tiemann reaction also salicylaldehyde CC bond formation. Kenny-Zierer reaction, just now we have seen there is no CC bond formation. Woods reaction also CC bond formation. So answer should be the C. Why? Because here will be the alcohols and as well as carboxylates are the answers. Products will obtain. So there is no CC bond here. Question number 23. The reactivity of CX towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. Nothing but depends upon the nucleophilic reaction is stability of carbocation. Stability of carbocation. So this will be gives tertiary carbocation. This will give secondary carbocation. This will give vinylic arylic carbocation. This is aromatic. These both will be aromatic. This is aliphatic. Aliphatic we have to check stability. So which is more reactive here? 3 is more reactive than 4. Why? Because tertiary is more stable now when compared to secondary. Then you can go for in the aromatic withdrawing groups minus I or minus M directly proportional to the nucleophilic substitution reactions we can give here. Here 2 withdrawing groups are there. Here there is no withdrawing. So later should be the 2 and should be the 1. So 3, 4, 2, 1. Option B is the correct. Option B is the correct student. Stability of the carbocation we have to check here. Question number 24. Which of the following hormones contains iodine? That question, it's a thyroxine. It's a thyroxine. Next question number 25. Predict the product C. Obtain the following reaction with 1-butane ion. Yeah. Check here, students. This they have taken as a reactant CH3, CH2, C triple bond CH. 1-butane. And treating with HCl they have given here. And treating with HCl will get here first Marconi-Kappa-Adsorption rule we have to do. So according to Marconi-Kappa-Adsorption rule, so the hydrogen we have to be add which carbon having the more number of hydrogens. This place has, and this place I have to keep fluorine. This is the compound B we got. At the same we can go for HI, same Marconi-Kappa-Adsorption only. Marconi-Kappa-Adsorption. Markovnikov. Same thing here also, Markovnikov question. So hydrogen, where we have to add the carbon which has more number of hydrogens, we have to add hydrogen. Here should be the iodine. So check the product, students. So 2-chloro, 2-iodo, butane is the answer. Option A is the correct. Next question number 26. Which of the following molecules all bonds are not equal? All bonds are not equal. So BF3 is a sp2 hybridation. Trigonal planar. AlF3 also will be sp2 hybridation. And NF3 is sp3 hybridation. Here all the cases will be the sp2 means trigonal plane or bonds are equal here. Even sp3 pyramidal shape here also all bonds are equal. When you go for ClF3 we have T shape. T shape means we can go here. One fluorine here, one lone pair on the central metal ion, another lone pair on the central metal ion, two lone pairs. So another fluorine here, another fluorine. So we have here two types of bonds are there. This one and this one, red color. Two fluorines are axial bonds. Axial. And I'm going with another color. This is the fluorine is there. This is equatorial. Equatorial. Which bond lengths are more means axial is greater than equatorial. Equatorial. Axial is greater than equatorial bond lengths. So these having the different, all bond lengths are not equal here. Answer should be the ClF3 is the correct. Next question number 27, student. Aniline and reaction gives us a product they are asking. First reaction, this is diatation reaction, right? Aniline and diatation, what will get, student? Benzene diazonium chloride salt will get. So N2 plus and Cl minus diatation reaction. So this is the product here. Then again they have treating with here CuCl, nothing but copper +1 start this one, +1 salts. Sandner reaction, students. Remove the total this group, nucleophilic substitution reaction, aromatic nucleophilic substitution reaction, keep the cyanide group, cyanide. So this is the product B, student. Product B, they have treated with hydrogen here, hydrogen in presence of nickel, catalytic hydrogenation. Cyanide and catalytic hydrogenation will get here amine, CH2 NH2 amine. So this is aliphatic amine, right, student? Aliphatic amine. Again, they are doing as a diatation. Aliphatic amines and diatation is unstable. Diazonium chloride solubility does not form. Immediately, what will happen means we'll get as a alcohol. So here will be the CH2 OH will get. Why? Because diazonium chloride salt should be the unstable. This should be the unstable. First, it will form CH2 N2 plus Cl minus compound will be formed. This is unstable. So immediately we'll get as a alcohol. Instead of N2 gas will be released, we'll get as a alcohol will place the place. In a place. So answer should be, you can take benzyl alcohol. Option A is the correction. Next question number 28. Right question this also. So the compound on reaction with NiO4, sodium peroxide in KMnO4. Strong oxidizing agent, right? So what will happen here? Strong oxidizing agent, alkene on treatment with it will use acids, break here. Oxidation is taking place, strong oxidation. So take here CH3, CH3, double bond O, ketone, and this carbon is converted into COH. Strong oxidation is taking place here. So one is acetone as well as another one is acetic acid. So this is the acetic acid oxygen. So option B is the correct. Okay, next question number 29. Which of the following is chain growth polymer? Chain growth polymers are nothing but addition polymers. Addition polymer is what here? Polystyrene. Okay. Polystyrene is the answer. Protein also not addition polymer. Why? Because we have to eliminate the water molecule in polypeptide, peptide formation. Nucleic acid also we have to eliminate the water. And starch also we have to remove the eliminated water. So B is the answer. Next question number 13. Number of chiral center in beta D glucose. Usually in glucose should be the beta D glucose means it is there in the cyclic form, right? In the open form, the glucose will having the only 4 chiral centers in open chain. But beta D glucose means it is cyclic form. So I'm giving you here cyclic structure of glucose. Abbott formula. Beta D means first carbon OH is up, H down, OH up, H down. Third carbon OH up, H down. Here should be the OH down, H up, CH2OH. Total 6 carbons we have here. So which is the chiral center? Chiral center. First carbon also chiral center. Second carbon also chiral center, and third carbon also chiral center here. Why? Because the first carbon is involved in hemiacetal form. Due to this carbon should be the chiral center. So total 5 chiral centers we have here. It is involved in hemiacetal form. So that's why carbonyl carbon also will be acting as a now. Chiral centers total should be the 5. It's not 4. But in open chain, it has only 4. Why? Because the first functional group should be the first carbon should be the functional group carbon. This is optically, it's not chiral center. It is not chiral center in the open chain. So that's why we are getting as a 4. But what is they asking here? Beta D means cyclic. Next question number 31. The following set of the reactions acetic acid and yielded. So acetic acid reacted with PCl5. What you have to do, students? Immediately POC means remove the OH and keep the chlorine. Substitution, nucleophilic substitution reaction. Acetyl chloride will get, this is the product A, and treating with benzene C6H6 in presence of anhydrous AlCl3. Anhydrous AlCl3. What reaction is one famous reaction, Friedel-Crafts reaction. Friedel-Crafts reaction. So we'll get as a here Friedel-Crafts acylation COCH3. Acetophenone we got. So this is the compound B. Compound B they are treating with ethyl magnesium bromide. Ethyl magnesium bromide. And followed in presence of ether. So if you treat means ketone and the Grignard reagent, what will get? Tertiary alcohol, right? So what will happen here? Ethyl should be the negative charge, magnesium should be the positive charge. This one will polarize. So ethyl will go and attack to the carbonyl group. So that will convert into alcohol. They have forgotten to give here hydrolysis. We have to do second step. So I'm doing here CH3 and O become OH and carbon is connected with ethyl. So we are getting is a tertiary alcohol. Okay, check students which is the correct answer there. The correct answer is there in option D. Correct answer is in option D. Question number 32. For diatomic species listed below, they identify the correct order of bond order of increasing them. They're asking bond order. So I'll give one shortcut: 14 electrons, 15 electrons, 16 electrons, 17 electrons, and 18 electrons. Number of electrons is bond order should be remember only 3. 14 should be the 3. This alone you should remember. And decrease 0.5 for each increasing 1 electron here. It should be the 2.5. Here should be the 2. Here should be the 1.5. Here should be the 1 student. At the same way, from 7 onwards also same can go here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 7 we can take here half 0.5. 9 we can take as here. So not 7 onwards. Here should be the 0, 0.5 increase here. Here 1. Here should be the 1.5. Here should be the 2. Here should be 2.5. Remember like this. From 8 to 14 should be the increasing. From 14 to 18 should be the decreasing. Now go for here C2 minus 2. Option B is the correct they have given. Now let's check here. C2 minus 2 is 14 electron system bond order. 14 electron system bond order should be the 3. And NO they have given. NO should be the 15 electron system bond order should be the 2.5. Check students. I have given shortcut for you trick. And O2 minus, they have given O2 minus means 17 electron system, it should be the 1.5. Like here 17 electron 1.5. Then helium plus they have given He plus. He plus should be the He2 plus should be the 3 electron system, 3 electron system is 0.5. Okay, the calculation means you'll get 0.5. So 3, 2.5, 1.5, 0.5. Increasing order they have arranged. So option B is correct. Next question number 33, student. In which of the following arrangement sequence are not strictly according to the property indicating against? They are increasing of pKa values. The acidic character here, if you see, means in this top to bottom increase, correct. Indicated is against ketone. It is correct only, not against. Carbon dioxide, silicon dioxide, SnO2, PbO2, increasing oxidizing power, S, correct. Top to bottom oxidizing power is increased for this year. And acidic strength is top to bottom increase here also correct. And top to bottom increasing pKa values. He's telling top to bottom increasing pKa, but Ka value is increased top to bottom. Why? Because acidic nature increase. Top to bottom, acidic nature increase. Acidic nature increase, that means Ka is increase. If Ka is inversely proportional to the pKa, we know very well. So Ka is increase means pKa should be the decrease, right? But in the statement they have given is increase. So wrong statement that is against. So option D is correct. Question number 34, which of the following is not true? So that statement of students, K2Cl2O7 in acidic solution, what color? Orange color, correct only. And K2Cl2O7 becomes yellow on increasing pH beyond 7. Nothing but in basic medium, it should be the yellow color. Why? Because K2Cl2O7 in basic media, OH minus is converted to CrO4 minus 2. Dichromate is coming to chromate form. This is yellow color. This is orange color. So it is correct only. pH is beyond 7 means basic nature. Correct only statement. And on passing H2S through the acidic solution, milky color will be observed. Why? Because H2S is converted into sulfur form, S form. So that is milky color. So that's why this also will be correct statement. Then Na2 sodium dichromate is preferred over K2Cl2O7 in the volumetric analysis. This is the wrong statement, student. K2Cl2O7 only they will use more in volumetric analysis. What is the reason? Means K2Cl2O7 is less hygroscopic in nature. Less hygroscopic nature. Na2Cl2O7 is more hygroscopic in nature. More hygroscopic in nature. And one more, and it should be the more soluble in water and more soluble. So that's why they won't prefer in the volumetric analysis. If this will use the wrong values, inaccurate values it will use. Okay, so this is the reason. Next question number 35. Which of the following alkali metals forms only normal oxides M2O on heating with A? So lithium alone will give us as a normal oxides, and sodium will give us as a peroxides, and rubidium and as well as potassium will give us as a superoxides. Superoxides is used. So only is asking normal oxide means option A will come. Question number 36. The following reactions takes place in the blast furnace, preparation of impure of iron, and reaction pertaining to the formation of slag. Nothing but to remove the impurities. In impure iron, what is the slag will be present? SiO2 is the impurity. Impurity will be present in iron, SiO2. To remove for this impurity, we are adding CaCO3. We are adding CaCO3. So what will happen in blast furnace? CaCO3 is converted into CaO, and as well as CO2 gas will be released. So this CaO will be react with this impurity. It will form CaSiO3, calcium silicate. It's a slag. So why? Because means CaO is basic in nature. It's a metallic oxide is basic nature. This is non-metallic oxide is acidic nature. So both will be react. So you will getting is the calcium silicate. We are removing the slag. So they are asking which is the slag formation reaction. Option D is correct. Next 37. What is the value of electron gain enthalpy of Na plus if IE1 is 5.1? So we know very well IE1 is equal to minus EA1. Both are equal, right? But numerically it will be numerically it will same, but sign will be varies. So IE1 value is 5.1, then EA1 value is minus 5.1. Only it is applicable for only IE1 and as well as EA1 only. IE2 and EA2 will be does not equal. Okay. So answer should be the minus 5.1. B is the answer. Question number 38. Which of the following carbonyls will having strongest CO bond? Strongest CO bond, students. This is the very important questions like this type of strongest. Strongest means bond strength of CO should be directly proportional to the bond order, right? Directly proportional to the bond order. Nothing but CO bond order is more means bond strength is more. CO bond order BO should be greater. BO increases and bond strength also increases. When CO bond order will be more? When back bonding is less, CO bond order should be greater. So back bonding when it will be less? When metal will be not having electron density. Metal have less electron density. Back bonding is less, CO bond order is more, bond strength is more. So let's check here which having the not having metal electron density. Here oxygen state of iron should be 0, and here oxygen state of manganese should be the +1. Here chromium should be the 0, and here should be the -1. Which having the more electron density? Vanadium. Which having the least electron density? Manganese. So that is your answer. Question number 39. In which of the following molecules the central atom does not have sp3 hybridization? sp3 hybridization does not have sp3 hybridization. BF4 minus is sp3 only, students, and H4 also will be the sp3 hybridization. CH4 also will be sp3 hybridization. And remaining what is there? Answer A. So this is sp3d hybridization. sp3d hybridization. Next, 40. Which one of the following compounds is peroxide? This is nitrogen dioxide, potassium superoxide, barium peroxide. It is peroxide. And manganese dioxide. So answer should be the C. That question only, students. That is next 41. The correct order of decreasing ionic radii for the following isoelectronic series. Isoelectronic series is positive charge increases, size decreases, negative charge increases, size increases. Isoelectronic series. Which will having the more negative charge? Check here. S-2, Cl minus K plus Ca plus. So answer D. Negative charge is directly proportional to the size. Positive charge inversely proportional to the size. For isoelectronic series only, students. Next, 42. And which of the following alkaline earth metal sulfates has hydration enthalpy is higher than lattice enthalpy? So they have given here beryllium sulfate and magnesium sulfate, calcium sulfate, and strontium sulfate. So since we know very well beryllium is the least size, Be+2 will having its size is least due to that it has a highest hydration enthalpy, compared to the lattice energy. Size of the beryllium +2 should be the smaller, so hydration energy is dominating when compared to the lattice energy. Option C is the correct, student. Next, question number 43. In case of alkali metals, the covalent character decrease order. Poisson's rules we have to apply here. We have to apply Poisson's rules. We'll use the covalent compounds. Positive. That means, sorry. less size cation and more size anion we require. More size anion. More positive charge, more negative charge of anion. Which case is there? Metals all will having the same charge, so anion size only which case is more. Iodine is more than bromine, than chlorine, than chlorine. Top to bottom size is increase, so covalent character also increase. So that's why option A is the correct. Next, 44. Which of the following oxides not expected to react with sodium hydroxide? Sodium hydroxide is basic nature, strong base. It's a strong. It's a strong base, right? So strong base will react with acid only, it will react. It will react with acids. So he is telling what? Not expected to react. Beryllium is amphoteric in nature, beryllium oxide. So amphoteric means it will react with acids and plus bases, so it will react. B2O3 is acidic, right? So base na this one, it will react. Calcium oxide is basic, right? Basic does not react with base, right? Obviously answer should be C. So we'll check D also. Silicon dioxide is acidic, so reaction is positive. So option C is the correct answer. Question number 45. Which of the following does not show optical isomerism? Optical isomerism which does not show is asking. So first complex A is MAA taken 3 times. This type of complex will show optical isomerism. Yeah, it will show. And go for second one. Second one also will be shows MAA taken twice Cl2. In this, cis is optically active. Cis is optically active. And here MA3B3 type. MA3B3 type. Facial and as well as meridional will be formation, students, here geometrically, but optically both facial and as well as meridional is optically inactive. Optically inactive. So complex D, cis form is optically active. Complex D, cis form is optically active. Trans form is optically inactive. So option does not show means option C will. Okay, students. So I hope everyone got the answers, students. Thank you for watching the video. And feel free to ask if you have any doubts. Please comment on the section box. Thank you.